Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome back to the Friday Share Beer Show. Today is January 15th.
Man, it's Joe D, and welcome.
No, that's me. That's me. There we go. User error.
The Friday show. You know what I'm saying? That just describes what it's all about here. We have Neri in the house, so we have to play his intro music before we get to him.
Special fuck you shout out to Joe D.
Can you hear
and the rest of his craft beer cunts. Just noticed he's fucking talking shit.
Yeah.
About the Malt Liquor Drinkers on YouTube.
That's the guy from the Saturday.
Fuck you, Joe D. You fat piece of shit.
I'm the king of smoke. There is none higher. Sucker beer Pete should call me sire. To burn my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop smoking till I retire. Now I rock the party, come correct. Smoke is on time and the beers come back. Got the right to smoke and will elect. And others can't stand me, but give you respect.
That's right. King of Smoke is back in the house. What's up? Welcome back, King of Smoke. Good to see you again. We got sound effects down here. You know what I'm saying? We up our game here. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do.
Long time no see.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And good to have Ruben here as well.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
Marky Mark, as always. Good to see you guys. So, Neri, give us an update, man. How you been? Family okay? You stayed safe? What's your status nowadays, man?
Everybody's safe. Everybody's working from home. No big problems for me personally or for my family. So everyone is doing fine. As I said, I gained a few pounds, but okay.
Right.
And I'm still drinking the Troubadour. So.
Still consuming the Troubadour.
Yep.
Now, we were doing StreamYard when you were still with us, weren't we? Or were we still on YouTube?
No, we did StreamYard a couple of times. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was trying to think. All of a sudden, I was like, were we on StreamYard when Neri was, when we were last regularly doing? So we've been with StreamYard for a while now, huh, Mark?
Mm-hmm. Now I think we're 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
2 years because they launched pretty much right when Google Plus went away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, it was right before because we were definitely looking for a solution.
Mm-hmm.
For what we were going to do when YouTube went away. Actually, it was just everything was on YouTube, and that YouTube was going to stop that live part of it.
Yeah, the live connection with Google Plus, and so StreamYard's been a good substitute, and they've added features, and seems to work great. Yeah,
it sure does. Yeah, they've been plugging right along, and I guess now they got they merged with somebody, and
I saw there was an announcement about that. I didn't read all of it, but. Somebody bought them, or so they're gonna have more resources. Basically, that's how they that was probably their deal, was trying to build it to a point where someone buys them out, or partners with them, so they get a nice paycheck. Yeah. They did a good job with it. Yeah.
There's been no real hiccups or anything. I think in the very, very beginning there was a little audio glitch here and there. That we would run into, but for the most part, man, this thing has really trucked along really well. So Neri, tell us, man, you're having the Troubadour. How do you spell that? I want to look that up for people.
Troubadour.
Oh, there it is. Troubadour Magma. There.
Magma. Liquid hot magma.
The magma, baby.
Every time I hear that, I think of Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. I don't know.
Dr. Evil, like liquid hot magma.
So look at this. God, how come all of a sudden I can't say numbers? 113,000 ratings on here, so this has never been had by anybody. It's really unpopular. 387 in the last 30 days, and one of those at least by Neary. 9% ABV, 45 IBUs, and a 3.7 bottle cap rating. Which again, kids, if there's 113,000 on here and you're still above a 3.5, you're solid.
Yeah.
3.5, you know, it's a damn good beer. It really is.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to have it, if you don't, go to Holland. There's some cap that has a basement where you can like all of them, so you can get some there.
You can get it here. Yes.
Yeah. From what I hear, I don't know. It might be right next to the tuna pizza, from what I recall. I don't know.
Tuna pizza. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah.
You think I forgot about that? Are you kidding me? I'm scarred for life. Who in the hell has tuna pizza?
Tuna pizza, yes. Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Even yeah, that's so 2019.
I'm gonna open it because I'm thirsty. So
absolutely. Okay, so kids, you will see the reason why he's about to knock off his big one there. You'll see why he is called the King of Smoke. Yeah, go for it, brother.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, I will change the name. So
that means the MC is going to have to cut a new beat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giving him homework here. Here we go.
I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yes.
There it is.
It was here.
Yeah.
It's been too long, Mary.
Yeah.
Look, he's still pouring it. He's still pouring it.
Oh yeah, he'll pour it in the glass. He does. You know how he does.
Look at that. That's still going.
It's still going.
You can see it.
Oh,
We're not worthy.
Man, that's awesome. Joe, I mean, you get all excited when you get some smoke, but I mean, it's an okay substitute when the King of Smoke's not in the house. But I mean, that just shows you how amateur we all are.
Oh yeah, please. I'm not even a pawn of smoke. I'm merely allowed to have a glimpse.
We're like minions of smoke.
Yeah, we're minions of smoke. Yeah, trying to, he is the sensei of smoke.
Yes.
The Sultan of Smoke.
Sultan. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
I had a couple of other beers a few hours ago, and maybe a little bit too bad because they were very good too. So, but okay.
So you tell us, man, what, like you've never had it before. What's your thoughts on this beer, man? What notes are you getting from it?
I would say this is the only IPA that I can drink in the winter and in the summer, and it's always good. It's sweet, a little bit of caramel. It's a little bit of citrus. It's warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It's very, very difficult to explain this beer for me.
Okay.
That sounds good. So it's a year-round. That's one you keep in your basement all the time.
Yeah.
And the other thing about Neary, what did you pay for that beer? This guy, he gets the Neary deals out there.
I would say €1.90. So
yeah,
$2. Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yes,
$2.
But I have to say it's not really a craft beer. It was when they started.
Okay.
But now it's big. So.
Oh, so do you think it's kind of fallen off a little bit? Maybe not as good as it used to be when they were smaller.
The beer is the same, but
the way they're marketing it
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say it's probably still a craft beer because it's got the flavor, but it's not a micro brewery anymore.
Yes. Yes.
It's a much bigger brewery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Adam says, evening, chaps. Loving Mark's beard.
Hey, this is 6 months of hard work here, buddy.
Hey, cheers to you all.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. I got to get some in my glass. But yeah, as a matter of fact, speaking of that, and real quick, Bum had a comment a few days ago. I sent Sadiq a message. Telling him about the show. Hopefully he'll
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
All hail King of Smoke.
Yeah.
Sadiq, yes.
Yeah. So hopefully he joins in. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he joins in. That'd be kind of cool.
Bum is probably texting from an undisclosed location. The closet at work. I think that's where he's texting from.
Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Yeah, on the Friday show, we used to have a few people that would join in from work. Remember, we had that one guy for a while, not too far north of you, wasn't he? He was in Virginia or something.
Yeah.
Or North Carolina.
Earth used to join in from work too. Remember?
Yeah, he would join.
They'd be doing. He'd join in from the warehouse, wherever he was. Yeah.
Yeah, from the garage.
Yeah.
But I remember that guy he worked in an office and he'd have to be real quiet. He could never.
Yeah.
So me and Mark have this new one from Sierra, at least new to us. It's been in Holland for like a year already, but we're just catching up.
Are you drinking that now, Joe, or are you gonna wait a second?
I am. Yeah, I'm gonna crack it open.
You go ahead and drink it. I'll drink it next because I just opened up my basement.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Well, I'll have something else.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm working on this one, which I've had a lot on the show. This is a passion fruit orange guava IPA.
Okay.
From Scofflaw Brewing here in Atlanta. It's a 16-ounce can, and it's a great, it's kind of like, I think the Troubadour is for you, Neri. It's a good beer all the time. Just a nice, not too heavy, not too malty, not too hoppy. So it's just well balanced, and it works summer or winter. So
sounds perfect.
Yeah, and it's always on a deal at Costco. So I get a case of this 16-ounce cans for $29. So that's not too bad. So $30 for 24 16-ounce cans. So
open it so we can have a toast.
Yeah, give me a second here. I'm pouring my Voodoo Ranger.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I actually haven't had Voodoo Ranger in a while.
I haven't either. I mean, I see it in the store all the time, but yeah.
9% ABV. I forgot this beer was that high.
Yeah, nice. The last time I had it was when we were in Fort Collins a year ago.
And for those that are watching, this is a very unusual can. It's 9.2 ounces, which, what did I tell you, Neri? It's 568 milliliters. So it's a very
nice. 19. So is that a common size in Europe, Neri? A 560 milliliter? Is that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Right. Maybe that's where they get it then.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah.
That's an extreme. It's an extremely unusual size. 16 would be it. It'd be 16. It'd be between 16 and 20. So that would make it. Those are more of the common sizes. 16, 20, or 24.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll get a pint. We'll get a pint, which is 500 milliliters, and that's like 17, just under 17 ounces. So yeah, 568 is kind of weird. That's a. I don't know if I've. Yeah.
It's an unusual size here. The 19.2 is.
Yeah, 19.2 is a little.
But it's a nice size.
Oh yeah. No, trust me. I'm not. I'm just trying to get across that. Like it's a very, you're like, what? What the hell is that?
And is it 9% ABV?
And it's 9%, man.
Wow, that one is 9%. I didn't realize that.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. We have this really good show, Friday Share Beer.
9%. It's the same as the Troubadour. It's 9% as well.
It is. I have
7.5. I left out now.
Let me look it up here real quick. Let me look it up because I have not had this. It's been a while, man. Yeah, Voodoo Ranger IPA. Here we go. Yeah, see, this one says 7%. The can literally says 9.
Wow. So I wonder if is that a specialty edition?
Oh, I'm sorry, Imperial.
Imperial. Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah.
That's a little difference, yes.
Oh yeah. That changes things a little bit. Yeah. My bad. It's the Imperial. So yeah, as you can see here, 9%, 70 IBUs, has the same basic rating too as the Troubadour, 3.75 bottle cap rating.
Oh, yeah.
And this actually, you know what? It looks like everyone else has the same can too, or as well.
So maybe they're just doing the Imperial and a little bigger can and a little bigger beer. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, here's a regular size can though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, who knows? I mean, they do things however the hell they want, and we still buy it. What do you want? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. So Adam says he's cheering his coffee cup. We're gonna cheers right now as well, man.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers, man. Absolutely.
Stay strong, stay healthy.
Yep.
Hey, cheers to good health these days really means something, really saying something these days.
Now I'm a little worried about this comment though, Adam. You say moist January. Now remember how we always talk about using the word moist?
Oh yeah.
I've heard of dry January where you don't drink for the whole month of January, but he's doing a moist January, so only drink 1 day a week.
Yeah.
So moist
and dank January.
Dank.
Yeah.
Well, you need a moistly dank January where you only drink dank beers once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very moist and dank January. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is what you expect it to be, man. Hoppy. You get that nice. Okay, here's the description on it. I guess I can show it to you real quick because I do like it's short and sweet. A rare blend of choice hops creates an explosion of fresh cut pine and citrus flavors for a complex, rich, and delicious flavor. That's what we've been talking about, isn't it? Like, or at least I was asking the question, hey, what happened to those Piney IPAs and this one? You get the piney. I'm not getting grassy so much. It's not that old school, but it's still really good, man. I mean, I haven't no charge. Haven't had it in a long time, but
okay. Oh, okay. So Adam Mercy says he corrected us on what 568 is. 568 milliliters is an imperial pint. So that's the correct imperial pint.
Right. Okay.
500 milliliters is the American pint.
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay. And that's what you were talking about when you said that the pint was 17 because a pint for us is 16. You were talking about an imperial pint.
Yeah. So the 500 milliliters is like 17 ounces. 568 is the true imperial pint, which I guess if you go to a pub in England, you're going to get 568 milliliters. You're going to get the imperial pint. So they're trying to match the same amount that you would get if you went to a pub, I guess. And see, to take that even, that's why back in the day I was really proud of getting a proper English pint glass. I have proper English pint glass. So when it has the mark on it for the English pint, that's bigger than our pint. Yeah.
And to that point as well, when they say miles per gallon, it's more because their gallon is bigger.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know by how much they're you can
4 liters. Yeah, they go 4 liters. So
and we're 3 point
and we're like 375 liters or something like that. Yeah. So when they get 30 miles per metric gallon, it's actually more than us. Yeah.
Now, do you do that as well over there in Holland, Neri? Is it metric gallons or anything like that, or is it just liters?
It's liters here. Yes.
Okay. All right.
We have something like this. It's what is it? Let me see.
And do you? Okay, because I remember when I was in Germany, They didn't necessarily have a case of beer. They had racks. You had 20 to a rack, if I remember right.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And for us, those racks look very similar to our milk racks. They're just bigger. They're just bigger.
Yeah.
Very similar to what we're familiar with, what milk crates are. Because they're you actually, I remember wanting, we would try to find them and we would acquire them for different purposes. Yeah, we would acquire them for different purposes when I was staying in Germany. Yeah, they were great to have. But yeah, you would get a rack.
Yeah.
And there's still, now that I think back on it, there's still nothing like that, because those racks are great. I mean, think about man, they're like solid. You could stack crap on them. They were great. You know? So you would get like a couple racks, and you were good. You know.
Yeah. I'm always looking for a couple good racks.
I mean, who isn't?
Yeah.
Right. Swallow your beer.
That's a different meaning here in the U.S., right? A nice rack.
Rack. Yes, I know.
But no, I see where it comes from. Now you talk about milk and racks, milk rack. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Got to work, but just swinging by to say cheers and drop a big thanks to Joe D for swinging by last night. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Roger, that was supposed to be between us, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all the bedtime secrets there, man. You know?
Joe D is a swinger. Swinging by.
Swing it, baby.
Yeah, I remembered it was Thursday and Rod J does his show, so I was like, hey, let me jump in, man, and happened to catch him. Again, make sure everybody jumps in on Rod J, man. Beer Ventures, man. He does a good job over there, man, for sure. Absolutely. Been part of this show forever already, man. He jumps from time to time. Gets the legendary Rod J deals. Now, Neary is our Rod J of Holland. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. He's the European representative of the Rod J Beer Deals Club.
Exactly. He gets
and made him spit out his beer.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to take it.
Alcohol abuse.
Yeah, don't be a spitter. Swallow it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm swallowing it. No problem. No problem.
Beer, baby. What did you think we were talking about? Who?
Yeah, really.
Dirty minds. We were talking the difference between wine and beer.
Beer, yeah.
You spit wine, you have to drink beer.
You have to.
That was the only reference we were making to swallow spit. I mean, come on, you pervs. Sickos. So Adam,
show.
Huh?
This is a family show.
This is a family show.
It's a family show.
As long as your family's over 18, we're good. Voodoo Ranger now being canned for the UK market in the UK by contract at Beavertown in 330 mil. Okay. I'd like to point out 500 mil is okay, and then that's when he says everything that we also with Imperial tones, we call tons. We call US tons short tons. Everything is metric in Europe, except for the UK. We do a little bit from Imperial and mostly metric.
Yeah, because Imperial was created by the Queen, I guess, right?
Well, the one thing I do like, and I agree wholeheartedly, I love using energy instead of calories, because calories, quite frankly, is offensive to me. You know what I'm saying? I like that it's got 900 energy. Much better. I can work with that.
Energy is a good, much better word than calories. Much
better word. If there's going to be any sort of political correctness, why aren't we marching on Washington for that? We need to change that.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. Fat guys unite. Fat guys.
Overthrow the calorie. Overthrow the calorie.
Screw calories. Screw calories. Screw calories. We need energy. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Screw that. We need energy. And also, pro fat guy. Okay, this is all about you know what it's like, Mary. I get my exercise running from here to the fridge, here to the fridge, here to the fridge. You know what I'm saying? from sitting on my ass to running to the fridge, running back to my ass. That's the way it works, kids. You know what I'm saying?
It's all energy.
It's all energy, right?
Yeah.
And my Apple Watch tells me my goals, and it gives me my nice little, badges and everything. It works out well. You know what I'm saying? But what I also agree with the UK system is stones. I like stones. I am pro stones and pro energy. Yes, absolutely. How much do you weigh? Oh, I don't mind telling you. I'm 33 stone. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, right? Never mind that there's what, Mark, 13 pounds per stone or whatever the hell it is.
Who's counting?
I mean, who's counting? I like it more. I mean, come on. A guy like you could be single digits for Christ's sake. You're like, yeah, I'm 9 stone.
Well, no, wait. I'm like 13 stone. Yeah. I don't know. Let's find out. Alexa, how many pounds in a stone?
1 stone is 14 pounds.
14 pounds in a stone.
14. Yeah, see.
Yeah. So.
Nice. Sounds nice. I'm a couple of stones then.
I'm just under 12 stone.
Yeah. Never mind you. It was a different one. She's still.
Oh, did I get your screen too?
Stop, Alexa, stop.
Hey, stop that, Joe. Stop. My device is going now.
She's still listening.
Alexa, start up Joe's device.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cancel.
I just created a new group called Joe's Device. No, cancel.
There. Okay, that's stopped. Dear God. Nobody say the A word ever again. That's the
just call it the device.
The device, exactly. Yeah, Adam says it's easy. 14 pounds in a stone. So he had told us the answer. We just hadn't.
Oh, you live there, so you know. Yeah.
It's also 14 inches in a foot. Well, that's no good. That's no good.
Well, no, it depends. If you say you're a foot, then I mean, I'd rather much have that than the other foot.
Yeah. Well, this is 12 inches though. Right, Neri? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, hey, baby, that's a foot long, baby. Yeah, that's a yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Rod says, forget the pretzels. These guys are making me thirsty.
Yeah.
Love the Seinfeld reference, man.
We're here to help.
Total Seinfeld reference right there.
Cheers to Robin.
When they were all saying that Kramer Kramer was going to be in a movie, and that was his part in the movie, was to say that line. And so they were all taking turns saying that line. These pretzels are making me thirsty. You know what I'm saying? They would all have their little, it was hilarious. Anyway, you had to be there. Laugh out loud. Sorry, 12, not 14. Damn Chinese autocorrect. So, yeah, Adam screwed it up. Yeah, he said 14.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good.
So, yeah, that was a big letdown there, man. You know.
Yep.
I mean, that took a little air out of your sail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was like, when you've had her schooled, right? I mean, it takes a long time to school her on. That's 12 inches, baby. Yeah,
yep.
Baby, that's 12 inches, and that's just, that's.
There we go. All right. Got another record showing up next week, Joe. Just let you know.
Oh man, all the records. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm trying not to order more records.
Yeah,
I did. Dude, I have so many effing records that I haven't even touched yet. That I'm gonna end up being that guy that has this huge collection of stuff he's never even opened. For Christ's sake, I've got, I don't know, 20 or 30 records right now at this point. I haven't even opened, and I've probably got another 20 or 30 that are cleaned but not played.
Well, you got some more time off, Joe. You just need to set some goals.
I know, right?
Figure out how many you have yet to listen, and then just set a goal. You're going to listen. If you got 30 and you got 10 days left. You got to listen to 3 a day.
Yeah, 3 a day. Boom.
Oh.
See, Neri, that's it. And we already set a goal for how I'm going to get my exercise in between.
Yeah, because I mean, every time you get up from the couch to the turntable, I mean, that's like 20 feet. So
that's another side of a record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I can't go to the fridge and come back empty-handed, so I have to have a beer to come back. And
but you're burning lots of energy getting up and down, so you got to replenish.
So I need lots of replenish.
You don't want to lose any stones.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't want to any stones. You know how precious them things are? They're hard to come by.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It takes 14 pounds to get a stone.
Stones aren't free. You think stones grow on trees?
So we got Rui in the house. Good to see you, man. What's going on? I'll put another link in the chat in case anybody wants to jump on. Wrong time to put meat in my mouth. The ham goes back in the fridge.
Hey, don't let us stop you.
Hey, not that there's anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you want to put meat in your mouth, you go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's,
Hey, who's that? Who's that?
Agnes Branken. I don't know who Agnes is.
I don't know. Hey, who is?
Where are you coming from there, Agnes? I'm assuming it's Scotland.
Hello.
No, Holland.
Hello, Judy.
Hello. Okay. Hello, huh? Okay.
Put the O
Ooh.
behind the H and then the A behind the L, and then that would have been holla.
She's saying, no, she's telling, hello, Jody.
Agnes. Oh, we got an Agnes in here. Oh, yeah. Hey, how you doing, Agnes? What's up? You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to keep that, off camera. You know what I'm saying, Agnes?
I know Agnes.
Yeah. Oh, you know Agnes?
I know Agnes.
Oh, is that a friend of yours?
Oh,
It's my mom.
Oh, that's his mom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I sent her the link.
Oh, so this is mom approved.
We're back to being mom. I think the moms were the moms on the Friday show.
Yes. Your mom was on the Friday show quite a bit.
It was on the Friday show, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, your mom was on the Friday
she was
show.
on the Friday show once, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that. I thought it was a Saturday show, but it was the Friday show.
Your mom was on some of the Saturday shows, but yeah, Friday shows, we usually get a lot of moms. So
That's right. Yeah, because we had my mom and we had Neri's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And they would like talk to each other or something too, wouldn't they? Like it's
yeah.
Friday
Bringing moms
show.
together from around the world, the Share Beer Show Friday.
Oh yeah, we bring moms. Yeah, cheers to moms, by the way. Cheers to mom.
Cheers to mom.
Cheers, mama.
And since the last Saturday show, at least, a dear friend of mine is a new mom, first-time mom, to a brand spanking new shiny baby boy, 8 pounds, 6 ounces of nuts.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, she pumped out a loaf. That's for sure.
Cheers to loaves.
Yeah, cheers to big potato sacks. Absolutely. Yeah, but no, beautiful baby boy. Absolutely. Beautiful baby boy. Cheers to anybody, man. That is, and I think I should talk about this because when we were still in week 3 or week 4, if you remember, we were doing that sort of thing in the beginning of this pandemic. We literally were going week by week here, Neri.
Yeah.
And that's how I would label the shows. Week 2, week 3, week 4. We talked about this time of year we were going to start seeing some babies because so this is a quarantine baby.
So yeah, it's a lockdown baby. Lockdown baby. Yeah.
This is a lockdown baby.
Yeah. That would be about
The
right.
lockdown
March,
baby, yeah.
Mid to end of March, first part of April. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first couple weeks of lockdown, you're good, and after that, you're like, hey, we got nothing else to do. That's,
We don't have cable. I've already seen everything on the cable.
mhm.
So, let's get some practice in. How about that?
Yeah.
How about we practice?
I bet you there will be a rise in the birth rate this year and into next year. Yeah, because of the stay-at-home orders and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this that time of year, man. Make
Practicing sounds good.
Practice makes perfect eventually. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my pickup lines. I'm like, hey, baby, look, I don't, we don't want to no big relationship, baby. I just want to practice. You know what I'm saying? We all need some practice time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't the one. I ain't the real one, baby. I'm just saying, but you can practice.
Yeah.
Man, just want a little practice.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, man.
That's practice.
Yeah, I mean, come on, there's practice here, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you want to be, yeah.
You know, I mean, you know how it is. You know,
The experts say you got to practice every day if you want to get better.
you know, we just want to play a little tennis, baby. You know, I ain't gonna go any farther. But you got your mind.
Ja, ik zie er altijd goed uit.
Oh, who's that? Oh, do we got? Oh,
Hi.
Hey,
Hey.
Here she is.
yes.
yes.
Good to see you. Absolutely, good to see you again. Give a big cheers to the Mrs. Queen of Smoke,
Yeah, cheers.
The Queen of Smoke.
the Queen of Smoke. Absolutely. Whoa, that's not a wine either. Never
No.
on the beer.
No, cola. Coca-Cola.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, I was
Sorry,
about.
baby.
Bye.
Ga maar doen.
That a boy, Derek. That a boy. Yeah, you know, give her the boot. Yeah. Hey, time for you to. Hey, what? You've been here long enough, right? Yeah. Go on, get out of here.
I heard the call for Fat Guys Uniting.
That's right, Derek.
Guys uniting.
Ruben, we are pro. We are absolutely going to march on Washington. We're going to have our own march on Washington.
That'll work.
Tonight, Fat Guys we will bring our communities together because
You know what? The truth of it is, it probably would.
I think what you'll see, it won't necessarily be a march as much as it will be a wheeling of lazy boys onto Washington.
Right. No 6-packs, only kegs.
You'll see like 50,000 lazy boys getting wheeled into Washington going, we want change. We want change. And we need to fight to change calories to energy and to change pounds to stone. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Stone is so badass sounding.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It is, yeah.
Best thing ever. You know, you could say, you know what? I'm 30 stone. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell everybody. I'll print it on I'll put it right here. Joe D right here. It'll say Joe D 13 stone. You know, 20 stone, 30 stone, however it comes out to. I'm gonna lie about it, of course. You know what I'm saying? But you know, whatever the number is, you know. I don't know what the hell the number is. If it's 30 stone, I'm going to cut it down to something 25 stone. You know what I'm saying? Jody, 25 stone. I'll scream it from the mountaintops. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. We need real change in this country. Real change.
Right.
You know? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Screw this country. We're going to change the world. We're going to revolutionize the world. As a matter of fact, that should be the new show title. We want real change.
We want stones.
We want stones. Screw pounds. We want stones.
There you go.
What's
That's
Ruben
the show
drinking?
title.
Ruben, what are you drinking?
I am having Brewdog's Elvis Juice.
Oh,
Elvis juice sounds good.
It's their grapefruit, I think. Yeah, grapefruit infused IPA.
Mm.
And actually, this one was brewed in Ohio. So I didn't.
that's from their big brewery over there, right?
Is that the brewery attached to the hotel, the craft beer hotel?
Cleveland. Is that Cleveland? Are they in Cleveland or are they in?
No, it's
I
Columbus.
thought Columbus, maybe.
Right? Yeah, Columbus. You're right. Yep.
Yeah, I had a friend give this to me, so I was
I want
excited.
to
to
go.
give it
I'm
a shot.
sure probably the hotel's probably closed now, but I want to go there sometime. I want to go to the.
I would too. That's where we should have our first share a beer meetup.
They have so they have their airline, so you can fly Brewdog Airlines to Columbus, I would imagine, and then stay in the hotel and take in a beer spa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, these guys are crazy. They put. I saw a video recently. I think they posted it either last week or this week. And they put, what did they put in a beer? I think they put butter in a beer or something.
Okay.
Just to try it. They were like, yeah, oh, you're blowing my mind. It's some kind of video on YouTube. Mark knows how I am with YouTube. YouTube is my entertainment, kid. It pretty much everything gets put on YouTube, so I can end up watching it commercial free.
Yep.
Because hello, I pay for YouTube so I can get it commercial free. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see stupid commercials. You know what I'm saying? I pay you money not to see your stupid commercials. You know?
Yeah, they had that show up for a while. The two owners on Esquire Network, which was cool.
Fairly young, aren't they? Are they in their 40s now or something? Maybe.
Probably, yeah.
They're still fairly young, man. And those guys are still cutting edge, aren't they? I mean, you know, by having a brewery in America and in the UK, do they only have 2 breweries, or do they have like?
I think so.
We've got the one in the UK, and then this one here.
Yeah, they have one in Scotland and one here. They might have more in Europe, though. I don't know.
Let me cover this Salvage Juice real quick. You got 445,000 ratings on here. Wow, 4,100 in the last 30 days.
That's a lot.
5%, 40 IBUs, and a 3.75 bottle cap rating. That is solid. All American IPA with a bitter edge that will push your citrus tolerance to the brink and back.
I will say this. This is probably I've had a lot of beers, right? This is probably the best authentic smelling grapefruit I've ever smelled in a beer.
Really?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Authentic grapefruit, like fresh squeezed grapefruit juice.
Okay. So yeah, not artificial smelling or anything like that.
Okay.
No. Now it doesn't come over on the taste as much, but the smell
but
is insane.
the nose is there. So here's the hops. Let's talk about it. Amarillo, Citra, Magnum, Mosaic, and Simcoe. Now the grapefruit will come mostly from what? The Citra or the Amarillo?
Well, this is grapefruit infused, so.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, I'm an idiot. All right. Well, I didn't get to read that part. But I don't understand what it was. Alvis synonymous with grapefruit or something? Did he like what? Where does Alvis juice come in this? Or did he like have so many ladies he launched one in grapefruit one day or something? I don't know. What,
Yeah. I don't know.
you don't know. I mean, Alvis.
There's no story on the can or anything, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
Yeah. Maybe he had an affinity. Maybe that was his favorite kind of juice, was grapefruit juice. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been. I mean,
Instead of orange juice, he had grapefruit juice. Yeah.
So it's not on the can, obviously.
There's probably some story. Yeah.
So it describes the last sentence here as waves of crashing fine, orange, and grapefruit round out this citrus-infused IPA, which was critical words that I could have used. Before sounding like a complete buffoon. But I don't know that there's anything I could have done to have avoided that part. Oh, okay. Here's a comment that can't be skipped. Malt liquor drinkers working hard, unlike crafters.
Yeah.
Mind you, how hard is he working if he's watching this?
Yeah.
He's in my same time zone. So for him, it is not noontime yet.
Yeah.
So how hard could you be working? If I was working right now, I would not even be able to be tuned into this darn thing.
It's fake news.
Thank you, Neri. Neri always has our back. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Salute to Neri. Absolutely. For having our back. And that's in between bites, kids.
Yeah.
Neri is a professional.
All right. Don't try that at home.
Professional. Don't try that at home. Even if you're working from home, you are not a pro like the King of Smoke. That is right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The rest of you get booted out like the Queen of Smoke. Yeah. Out of here. We got sound effects now, Neri. Oh, wait a minute. I got new sound effects. Should I reveal? No, I need to wait till tomorrow, don't I?
It's your show. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I need to wait till tomorrow. That's for the Saturday show. It's Saturday sound effects.
I'm watching the Saturday show in bed.
That'll be a teaser for Saturday. That'll be a Saturday teaser because we have new sound effects from people that are on the Saturday show.
I have to join the Saturday show.
Actually, they're not truly my sound effects until we have we have this person called Malt Liquor Reporter Billy D. We have a celebrity on the show, reporting for the show. This is a damn international show. What are you talking about? So we have a celebrity on there every week. Billy D. He jumps in on the show. Even at his age, he looks fantastic. He looks amazing.
He never seems to age.
He never seems to age. He just always has this fantastic smile. And he sent these sound effects to me. And so, yeah, we have to actually, they're not ours until Billy D officially, crowns them. Once he crowns, then it's officially, then I can use them after that. So we have to kind of wait for Billy D. Yeah. Wait, let me see. Okay. Yeah. We covered, let me see. Oh, wait, yeah, because here's another one from him. I didn't even get to this one. 3 out-of-work craft brew alcoholics. You know who some of the biggest fans of this show are? Malt Liquor.
Yeah. No, it's called residual income, 40 ounce. That's what it's called. It's called residual income.
If you make enough money, you can take off Friday afternoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Malt Liquor likes to talk about all the money they can save drinking malt liquor and buying used Corbett's. We, on the other hand, you make your money Monday through Thursday, and then you take Friday off, and you just have a show because you have to spend Friday counting money.
That's right.
You got to take a break from counting the money on. That's why you do the show on Friday. Yeah.
That's how we
hard work.
Yeah.
It's hard work. I mean, you got to count all your money. I mean, look at Nery's hard at it right now.
Counting his money.
Yeah, focused on the money. See.
All right, Joe, hurry up and finish that beer. I'm ready to.
Okay, here we go. Hey, brother, I can always move on to another one. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of.
I've got an empty glass here. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, trust me, I can keep this one wet and still hit another one. You know what I'm saying?
All right, there's my opener.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. What do you got there?
It's a piece of wood with a screw in it. That's a bottle opener.
Oh, that
looks like a sex toy.
Well, it does have multiple uses.
Have you tried it? Look at that.
Oh, it worked nice.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's a beer opener and a sex toy in one.
You bought it.
Got this from a friend whose wife is from Brazil, so they get on to visit, and they bought this off of one of the street vendors down there.
That is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
I love crap like that. I'd be so afraid to break it. I'd never use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A few times, but it looks like it's solidly. I've had the thing for 10 years. So.
Oh, have you? Okay. Well, now
it is a beer opener and a sex toy in one, or
yeah.
It's from Brazil, baby.
It's from Brazil. You can do whatever you want with this. Yeah.
Yeah, you can give her a bazillion.
It's a little accessory item on top here.
Right.
Really well.
Where was that Christmas morning? Woo!
Yeah. That's right. Hey.
Santa Claus is coming to town, baby.
Yeah. It does have 2 ends on it. You can
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can really get crazy. So here it goes. Here's mine. Let's see what kind of smoke I can get.
Yeah.
Oh! All I get is just that little instant puff of smoke. I don't get
it's just
I'm not licensed. That's what it is. I'm not licensed.
No, you're not. Wow, this thing is pretty clear.
I'm not licensed to have additional smoke. I'm licensed to have about 2 seconds.
You get that.
And that's all. And one of these days I'll be able to afford the full licensing.
Oh, that smells good. I mean, it does smell.
So here,
like nectarine.
What does yours look like, Mark? We actually have pretty similar glassware too. So that's
no, I've got my CBC glass.
Oh, okay. I don't have this.
Yeah. Mine looks a little lighter than yours, but
That's
Minimal carbonation. I didn't pour it real heavy, but there's not a lot of bubbles coming up. But the aroma is nice. I mean, it is good natural orange.
Yeah. Now okay, yesterday when I had it yesterday, I literally right out of the fridge, popped it, poured it, drank it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew I wasn't getting everything out of it. Now, what are we? 50 minutes sitting here, so you're getting more.
It's got a good orange aroma, and then the flavor it lingers a little bit. It's not bitter. It's just a little bit of hops, but mostly orange.
Yeah.
Or nectarine.
I'm not getting nectarine at all. That's my bitch with it. I kind of.
Well, I don't know.
I hate that. I effing hate. Give me adjunct flavor. I don't give a damn where you get the flavor. Just put it in there.
See, I'm getting a little bit of it on the flavor.
Are you?
Yeah. But it is, the carbonation's not real good. The carbonation's a little light. I wish there was more carbonation.
Yeah.
See, but you're not getting that many bubbles coming up from the bottom, are you? It's kind of, mine, there's just, so it doesn't have that little tingle, that good carbonation has.
Yeah.
It's slightly flat from that standpoint.
Okay.
The flavor's good. But yeah, I'd give it like a 3.5.
Notes as well because I need to add that to my repertoire. Just saying, little tingles in there, little bubbles. Yeah, that could have
tiny bubbles.
Yeah,
it's good, but I mean, it would be better if it had a little bit. If the carbonation was a little better.
Is it infused with fruit or is it just from hops?
No, it is
hops, man.
Flavor and a bright burst of nectarine. So it doesn't.
I honestly still don't get no nectarine. I you know what I'm saying? I don't. It
says nectarine ale. So I'm assuming that would mean that there's nectarine flavor somewhere in there.
And see, that's the thing. Like you should get it. It's a nectarine ale for Christ's sake. And to me, this is the problem. This is what happens with beer, and Ruben would know about this.
Enjoy the ride.
The problem with beers, and I wish Zach was here because Zach is they'll make things kind of sweet, or they'll put a fruit flavor in there, hop or otherwise, and it's not necessarily the fruit flavor that's intended on the label. It's just fruity, not fruit specific. So to me, nectarine is a tough one, man. I get hop in this beer. I get hops. I taste hops. It's not bitter, like Mark said. It's not bitter, but it's definitely hoppy.
I'm getting some hops, but I am getting some definite nectarine. Or nectarines and oranges are close.
Yeah,
but
I don't think so, man.
Nectarines are look not as sweet as oranges, right?
The opposite. Oranges are tart.
Okay.
But is it
nectarines are a cross between oranges and peaches, right? Isn't that what they are?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am getting some more. No, it is kind of orange peach.
They're closer to a peach, man. You know what I'm saying? The fruit.
Yeah, they're like a peach.
Yeah.
A peach.
It's kind of there. The thing that's not doing it for me is that the carbonation is too light. It's not well enough. It's not carbonated enough.
Yeah.
There's not enough of those bubbles. When you drink it, you get that little bit of carbonation on your tongue. You're not getting that.
Yeah, for me, it's underwhelming. I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to give it to.
It's not whatever you're expecting. It's not horrible, that's for sure.
No, I'll enjoy it, but yeah.
It's a good beer. You're not drain pouring in this by any means.
No.
Good. It's a good IPA. It's a good session IPA is the way I would word it. It's not necessarily, in my opinion, it's not necessarily a nectarine ale. It's a fruity-ish IPA.
Yeah.
It's a good fruity session IPA is what it is. It's not even this one. I'm having a good IPA right now. I'm having this Voodoo Ranger. Hello. I think we're all familiar with it. Every once in a while, and New Belgium does some darn good beers every once in a while. a good Imperial
Mhm.
IPA. It's solid. It's got that big pine that we're familiar with. This not so much, man. I'm very
Tangerines. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Adam. I'm thinking of tangerines. Yeah, nectarines are like peaches. So
This is saying it's the same as, it's almost genetically identical to a peach, but this is actually smooth, not fuzzy like a peach is.
yeah. That's the only difference.
yeah.
Mhm.
When you let when you let a nectarine ripen, they can be even better than an effing peach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you let them ripen, I mean, to the point where you bite into either one of them. If you let a peach ripen or a
Mhm.
nectarine ripen, when you bite into them, they're so damn juicy. It's just juice all over the place. You know what I'm saying? If you do it right.
If you use Mark's bottle opener.
If you
It's a secret. Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
More
before
juice.
you bite into it, the juice might be oozing all over you. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? It just
And there's nothing wrong with that.
nothing. There's not a
Nothing
damn
wrong with that.
that.
No.
Damn thing. But excitement, son. You're like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to stock up on some energy here to get ready for that.
Yeah.
When you do it right, the juices pop back out at you, son. I'm just saying. You don't get that when you're 19. You get that with a little maturity, is all I'm saying. Salute. That's welcome to the Friday Share Beer. If you're not,
Yeah. Did you see YouTube bandwidth? He says, "Welcome to the chat. Just a reminder: no cursing, no bullying, and no bad vibes. Enjoy the show."
yeah, I don't think we've cursed yet, have we? Have we cursed? I don't know that we.
Oh, no.
We did not. We did not.
It's all just very suggestive. That's all.
Just
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Imagination.
Now the next one I have, no pun intended, from Left Hand Brewing, for all those oh my god! But this is the bittersweet Nitro Imperial
Ooh,
Coffee Stout.
Nitro.
That'll be
that
next.
sounds really good.
That'll be next. Yeah.
Is that a 16 ounce?
This is, yeah. Now see that's exactly the point we were trying to make earlier, right? This is let me get the exact for you here. Boy, what the hell? Boy, it's not on. What the hell? What the? Let me see. Oh no, it's not, Ruben. This is 13.65. But I would bet this is a 16 ounce. No, it is. It's 13.5. Man.
It might be that amount of fluid ounces because of the widget. Well, they don't use a widget though, do they?
Don't. I'm wondering if maybe that's part of it as well. Maybe the gas is put in here and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet you all
Nitrogen is lighter than CO2, but I wouldn't imagine by 2.5 ounces.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's a weird can size. I'm intrigued by that.
again, right? Another. I don't know, man, because this feels like a 16-ounce can. I mean, where's my other? Oh, I threw away my other can. But it does. It feels like a 16-ounce can.
Wow.
But yeah, it does say 13.65 ounces. And it's and to put it in terms that our friends across the pond can understand, it's 404 milliliters.
Man,
404. Okay.
that's enough.
That's enough.
Oh, Neri. Now I'm glad you're on the show because this is now granted, kids, I always do this to Neri. He's from Holland. Okay. But this is my Swedish glass that comes from China that is imported to Sweden then imported to the U.S. that I got from IKEA. It's freaking fantastic. I love this glass.
It's great.
Yeah, and it has absolutely nothing to do with him other than he lives in Holland. And I have always given him a Russian accent. Every time I imitate him, it's always, I am the Neri, the king of smoke. And that's just the only accent I have. I don't have a Holland accent. So that's the one he gets stuck with.
Do it again. Do it again.
I am the king of smoke. Hey, you, woman, get out of here. You go.
You're approved.
That's all you need.
That's absolutely right. That is all you need, man. Absolutely. Let me crack this one open. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of looking at it. This is Left Hand Brewing Bittersweet Nitro Imperial Coffee Milk Stout. You got to get a good look at that label too. They've got like what looks like a coffee cup with a milkshake in it. It looks like it has some sort of milkshake in it. I love the labeling on this thing.
Yeah.
We'll turn
Nice.
it on here.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn cool labeling. It sometimes we sometimes, and this is not a sticker, kids. This is on the can.
Yeah. Lots of ink.
I mean, that's lots of ink. That, you know, we used to have someone on the show every week that's what he did for a living was can ink. He did that for a living. He traveled. He had a lot to do with how your beer was manufactured, because in case y'all realized it, they all come in cans nowadays, and they can't do anything until they print the damn can out. And so he had a lot to do with different beers being manufactured. Sometimes the ink wasn't right, so they literally couldn't brew the beer. Well, they would brew it, but they couldn't can it until he would do what he does. So it was really cool to hear his stories and all these sorts of things on the show every week. But here's another little nugget on this one. Look at that left hand on the tab. That's really cool.
Yep.
It has a proper left hand. I mean, you put your left hand out here, and that is well, it doesn't look like it, but it is proper left hand. Anyway, we'll crack this one open. You should get some decent smoke out of a nitro. Oh, my smoke is busting all over. Eat it, Gary. Eat it. I got some good smoke on that one, baby. I licensed it. Oh, yeah. That smoke was all over her face. There you go. Here we go, man.
There you go. That's a nice vigorous pour, Joe. Look at that. Oh, yeah. The nitro action.
Look at that, baby. Yeah. Oh,
what are you drinking there, Ruben? Smash?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever hear of Straub's, Mark? Remember Straub's back in the day? This is from their winter series pack. They're doing a couple craft things now. My cousin gave it to me.
Oh, cool.
Even I remember Straub's. You know,
Diabetics love it.
I spent a while in upstate New York. So
that's why you would have heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of these beers you mentioned, I do remember vaguely. You know what I'm saying? Not like real crazy, but I do remember.
Straub's is one of the oldest breweries in the country.
Yeah.
It's incredibly light.
Look at this thing. It's like
look at that thing. That's like what? You got the exact opposite. Ruben's got the see-through clear beer. Joe's got the as somebody on the Saturday show it's like motor oil.
I love it. Yeah, it's like it's got 3 layers going to it, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Oh God, the nose on this beer is insane. Okay, I'm gonna dial this one up on Untapped. Let me see. Let me make sure to get the spelling right. There it is. Oh no, there it isn't.
There it isn't.
There's a few.
Let's see here.
Yeah, wow.
I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to look out for that beer. That sounds really good.
Yeah, that does look really good.
This is a tough one to find.
See, here you go, malt liquor community. I just had another appointment show up on my calendar, which means cha-ching, more money in my bank account. While I was sitting here drinking a beer, another appointment showed up on my calendar. That's how you do it.
Counting money. That's what we do here. Man. Whoa, wait a minute here. So this beer says, according to Untapped, this is no longer being produced.
Really?
Huh.
I bought this just in time. I just bought this, right, Mark? I probably got it.
Was that part of your big beer haul a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like mid-December, mid-end December. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was not that long ago. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was right at the end of December.
I wonder if it was like a seasonal. It was probably like a fall.
Yeah, it is. I'm on their website right now. They had a seasonal chai milk stout. That one Joe's drinking. A pina colada wheat, a white Russian, cherry chocolate stout. Oh, those all sound good.
Well, I'm gonna a little more carefully now. Okay, you got 25,000 total.
Yeah.
588 people also had the same idea I did right now. That's drinking this damn beer.
Yeah, well, it is mid-January, so they gotta get the pumpkin beers out. It's pretty close to pumpkin season. So
yeah,
can't do any of the winter beers. Got to do the pumpkin beers.
9 ABV, 54 IBU, and a 404 bottle cap rating.
Yeah.
Eat it. There it is. This big stout gets aggressive with a boost of, I don't know how you say that, exotic mocha Java blend of that coffee, however you say it. The coffee's dark cherry flavors and spicy undertones weave into the rich, milky, sweet stout like a chocolate-covered espresso bean melting on your tongue.
Ooh.
Bitter, then sweet, baby. They should have put baby after that. I think that's an appropriate place for a baby.
Oh.
Baby with a E, not a Y. You know what I'm saying? Like baby. Anyway, sweet, then bitter. It's bittersweet. Yeah. So here's a better look at the can and the beverage, just in case you could.
I like that glass.
That was. I have one of those. I do have one of those. I have two of them, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Whoa, best dog dad. Okay. Guess he has dogs.
Okay, yeah, it's a 12-ounce can.
Yeah. I have yet to see the same size can I have.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, there you go.
Here's one.
There you go. Somebody poured it like you poured it too. Just.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a nitro. I mean, that's how you're supposed to pour.
Yeah. Oh, nitro beers. Oh, yeah.
I mean that it's a nitro. You go all in. Truth be told, though, I've been pouring most of my beers like that, though. Honestly.
Yeah. No, if you got a big enough glass, yeah. I mean, it aerates the beer, gets
it gets it all.
Stuff. Yeah.
So here we go, kids. I am getting, and I think the coffee, since it's in the description, it's a coffee milk stout, needs to be talked about. The coffee notes that I am getting are coffee bean notes, like kind of coffee beans ground up,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
like that sort of note, not hot, not your traditional hot brewed coffee, because as we know now, if you're coffee snobbish enough, cold brew coffee has a whole different note to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so does pour over coffee. All these different styles that we brew our coffee have different notes to bring out something different from coffee. And so this, to me, my nose has more of a ground coffee note to it. Ground beans, that sort of note. Okay.
Sounds sexy.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a roasted, kind of a medium roast kind of note, baby.
Full bodied.
All full body, baby.
Sounds sexy.
It is sexy. Yeah. Yeah. You just don't worry about it. You just turn around and take this damn bean, baby. You just turn around, close your eyes, and go wherever you need to, baby. Just take. Anyway, let me get back to this. Oh man, chocolate, like that real raw coffee taste. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
love that raw coffee taste. It's
Chocolate sounds sexy. Raw sounds sexy. So
chocolate don't just sound sexy. It is sexy.
it is sexy, yes. Raw chocolate. Okay. Go
And if
on.
you don't think it's sexy, you just ask her. She'll tell you.
Unless it's fun size chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like a grab. This right here is like a grab bag of chocolate. I'm just saying. Oh, the chocolate. This is like a chocolate buffet.
It's like the chocolate fountain at Golden Corral.
That Golden Corral. Exactly.
That's one thing that the coronavirus is going to kill is the chocolate fountain.
Oh,
Raw chocolate, baby.
Yeah, that was dead on arrival right there. Oh my God. No, this is solid, man. See, and this is kind of to my point. Okay. It's bittersweet. Nitro. We got the nitro. Imperial. It's the Imperial's in there. Isn't that funny? That's the one thing we don't want to taste is the alcohol. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
We don't necessarily want to taste that, but we know from numbers that it's 8.9%. So it's damn near 9%, just like the other beers we just had. It says coffee and milk stout. So you expect, okay, the milk stout should be kind of smooth, have kind of a fuller body, shouldn't be medium bodied. The milk stout should be kind of full bodied. It has that mouthfeel. And I'm getting tons of coffee in this. As opposed to a nectarine ale. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not getting a nectarine or a peat taste. I'm getting a fruity.
I am now. This has been. I'm in the last third of this, and I am definitely getting a nectarine now.
Are you okay?
Definitely, yeah. But and still, the carbonation just is not where it should be.
Yeah,
for sure.
But this. Definitely. And that's why this has, out of 25,000 ratings, a 4.04 rating. This is solid. This is what it's what you're getting. You're tasting, you're smelling exactly what's on the can.
Yeah, that's
and it does have,
if it says it on the label, it better taste it in the glass.
Yeah, and that's just it, right? That's the big thing. We're kind of like Greg's beer reviews where he's like, yo, it needs to have this or that. How come it doesn't have a date? What the hell? This beer sucks. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things. If it's labeled as now, look, if you get a steak at a grocery store and it says it's a particular thing, well, son of a bitch, you know, if I'm expecting a prime rib, it better not be a pork roast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Right? I'm gonna be pissed. So that, I mean, it's just it. Like if it's on the label, it should be in the beer. I think you'll at least make some of it out. Whether you implemented that, you know, good. I think me and Mark having that same beer shows you the difference. And me and Mark know what we're talking about with beer. I have all the faith that Mark is getting exactly what he says he's getting. We both know how to.
Well, you're in trouble if you do that. I'm just a guy on the interwebs.
I'm just some idiot on YouTube right now. Yeah, that's it. Listen to me. I'm on YouTube. That's right. Yeah. But still, it's like, you know, that should tell you right now. Two guys that know how to describe beer having the same beer at the same time. Mm-hmm. Right? And pretty close comparisons. He's in one part of America. I'm in another part of America. That's about the only difference. You know, we're having the same beer, and you can right now see the differences in what we're getting. But I think if you were to take the takeaway from both of what we're saying, is it's still not quite what's on the label.
No,
you know,
it's close, but not completely. Yeah.
This, on the other hand, it's exactly, and that's just it. you go ahead and make a purchase on a particular product based on its description because you have not had that yet, right? And so you're like, okay, I'm going to spend $2.5 million on your 4-pack of beer these days because it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Described on the can, I can mentally taste that, and so I'm going to make the sacrifice and spend the money. And when you sacrifice your hard-earned money on that, and you don't get it, you're like, oh, just this big, wah, wah, you feel that in your wallet. You're like, them some bitches. And then it starts to become a reflection on the brewery, even though it kind of shouldn't. It's just that particular beer.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to become a reflection on the brewery. And I I start to think back on how many Sierra Nevada beers, and that's from someone that was in their commercial ages ago. But still, I'm like, I don't really buy that many Sierra Nevada beers these days.
I have a dumb question.
The pale ale is good. Their torpedo is really good.
Yeah.
Celebration's great. Their stout, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't know if they even make that anymore. I haven't seen their stout here locally. And
now I know you've had the Celebration, and I know Bums had the Celebration.
Yeah, Celebration was good. Was good.
Great.
Yeah.
Other than that, though.
Well, Bigfoot. Got
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Have you gotten the new one, Ruben? Have you gotten the 2020? Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right. I've got to check. I haven't seen it in the store. It usually shows up mid to end of January, so I'm assuming.
Are any of these beers that we're naming from Sierra Nevada? Does that brewery sound familiar, or does any of these beers sound familiar? That we're okay.
Yeah, we have some Sierra Nevada beers here as well.
Okay.
I think maybe 5 or 6 different kinds. So.
Okay, I would imagine it's those same beers too. That probably it's got. Bigfoot's got to be one of them.
When it comes out, which should be this week. It should be here in the next week or so. It usually comes out, seems like mid-January.
What about Celebration? Is Celebration Ale a beer that makes it out there?
You guys get Celebration Ale, Mary? It's their winter.
Comes out in the fall.
It's a fresh hop IPA. Yeah, comes out like November, maybe October.
No, I don't think so. So
probably just their IPA.
The pale ale.
The pale ale.
Yeah, so probably Torpedo, pale ale. Maybe they got the Tumbler, which is their fall. That's like their brown ale. They've got a couple seasonal stuff too, seasonal ones too, like spring and a summer. But yeah, I mean they do good stuff, but yeah, I mean there's so many breweries now. I mean, back when they started in 1980, so I mean they were one of the first craft beers I had. The first real craft beer I had was like a Boulder Brewing pale ale. And that was like in 1985, maybe.
They were one of the first. I think
Boulder was one of the first ones. Sierra Nevada was one of the first. Anchor.
That's the one. Yeah,
Anchor. I know. Yes.
Anchor and Sierra Nevada started almost the same time, like 1979, 1980.
And to
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams was an early one. Yeah.
Anchor though, they've been kind of making some different beers now, haven't they? They've been kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I'm starting to see some stuff from Anchor other than just their main Anchor type of
yeah.
I mean, you have to if you're gonna stay stuck. I mean, that's what's happening. All due respect, man, because us Americans, that's where we're even getting some of these beers is from the old English style beers. But even the UK was forced to start. Some of those old, stuck in their ways breweries have been forced to come out with new stuff. Otherwise, you're going to get left in this dank dust, right? Like you don't want to be stale in this environment, not in this kind of beer environment. It's too crazy. It's too. You'll get left behind. You'll get forgotten. You're still there, and you'll be forgotten. And Neri, the same thing's happening over there. I know it is because we cover beer here. But there's so many breweries getting bought out by bigger collaboration, by bigger conglomerates. It's the corporate world getting beer. I mean, and in that environment, you're going to get cut out anyway. If you're stale,
Yeah.
you've been making beer since, I don't know, the 16th century, for Christ's sake. But in our environment these days, in this modern age, you're getting, that's it. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of these beer, like you were just saying, Troubadour
Mm-hmm.
is owned by somebody now that's got the name, and maybe they're keeping the recipe the same, but the way they're going about it is leaving a possibly a bad taste in people's mouth, huh? Like,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's a lot like our what do you call it, Mark? The first big one here was the one out of Chicago.
Goose Island. Goose Island
was the big one.
And it's called the InBev or Anheuser-Busch InBev. Yeah.
That was the what do you call it? The tsunami that hit us all. I mean, that one was so poorly handled. But nobody knew it at the time. In all fairness to them, nobody necessarily knew that it was that poorly handled until it was. And that kind of was the benchmark for how not to do this, right? If you're going to buy a brewery, don't do it this way. And I think that, right? Because it like immediately the waves of that coming out, and that's actually to its credit, I think that's where some of the good beer came from that we enjoy now, because some of those brewmasters left, some of those other people that were responsible for Goose Island being what it was left, and started their own breweries because they're like, F you, I ain't being part of this.
No, actually, one of Pam's coworkers, her brother worked for Goose Island as not a brewmaster, but an assistant brewer. And he left about 1.5 years ago, and he opened up his own brewery in Michigan last year. So yeah, he worked at Goose Island for 3 or 4 years, and then it's like, later, I'm out here, I'm going to do my own thing, and I guess even with the lockdown, he's still successful at this point. So when things open up again, he's probably going to be very, very successful. But yeah, he left and opened up his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's exactly it might be responsible for some of the beers that we're having now, and it's. I think we're now just, at least in this country, I don't know about in Holland. Maybe you can tell us, maybe you can enlighten us, but in this country, we are finally superseding the amount of breweries pre-prohibition. I'm not mistaken with that, right, Mark?
I think we are. I think we're above the
superseded. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the more breweries now than there were before prohibition. Yeah,
because there was a ton of breweries back then, and at least I am being enlightened by the amount of stories that are coming from what we know of big breweries nowadays, but who were small breweries then, Millers and your Budweisers and so forth. The stories are starting to come out on how they got through all this stuff.
Yeah.
And but just the sheer amount of breweries there was it like that in Holland? It has to be. I can't imagine it was any different.
Yeah, it's almost the same here. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So every town has a small, and maybe has a brewery where locals can go to, and they might do takeout or a tasting room, that type of thing.
Yes. And some of them are still there, but a lot of them are gone.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I'm not sure, but at least 10% of them are gone now. So yeah.
Now, were you able to, when you guys are in lockdown, were you able to go and get beer from a local brewery, like a takeout? Were you able to go and get a takeout? Okay.
Yes, I can order it online, and they bring it to me the same day.
Okay.
So when I order it in the morning or in the afternoon, they deliver it in the evening. So
Okay.
it's almost perfect, really. Yes.
Mhm.
I would call that perfection, man. I would call that perfection. If I could, and you're ordering what, racks of beer? Is that? I mean, is that?
No, yeah, we're having these when you have these small breweries, they don't have racks or crates. They just put it in the box.
Okay.
But there are some breweries they put it in a crate, so to say.
Yeah.
But the little breweries are putting it in a box and they bring it to you in the evening, so it's perfect.
Oh.
Just in time for dinner.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's. What time? Give me a time frame. Give me a between 4 and 6. I mean, what time in the evening are these things? You ordered some beer in the morning. What time would you expect it?
You can order it, let's say, in the morning around 11 or 12.
Oh my God!
And then they bring it to you around. But you have to imagine Holland is very compact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the city. Here are 160,000 people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very compact. Within 10 kilometers, you have maybe 1 or 2 breweries.
Okay.
And they bring it to you around 5 in the afternoon.
Oh.
Okay. So you get 4 or 5 hours delay between when you order it and when it shows up.
Yeah,
so,
4 or 5 hours, yes.
So let's say, okay, now do you get as giddy about a beer delivery? I can't imagine you don't. I hear a UPS truck pull up and I'm like, yay, right? You've got to get that kind of happy when you hear like a beer truck, right? A beer truck pulling up. I can't imagine. I'd be jumping up and down for that. If I'm happy when a darn UPS truck comes, I can't imagine when a beer truck comes. So, and that is fresh effing beer.
Yeah.
So how fresh is this beer when you get it, for one? And the second that you get the beer, is it warm? Is it just slightly chilled? Is it to the point where you could just literally do you have to crack one open that minute and just pour it in a glass and drink it?
I can crack it wide open because the wife of the brewer is getting it to me.
Oh.
It's true. It's true. There was one brewery here. It's called maybe you can look it up. It's spelled Puyk.
Puyk. Okay.
Puyk Brewery.
Puke Brewery.
Puke Brewery. Yes. Yeah. And puke in Holland means okay, perfect.
Good. Okay.
Good.
Isn't that funny? That is funny.
It's the Puke Brewery in Apeldoorn, in the city where I live. If I send them an email around 12 or 1 in the afternoon, I receive it by 5 or 6 o'clock. Yes.
That's good. Just in time for dinner.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Now we have now 2 breweries that are within a mile or a mile and a half of us, and they'll do the same thing. You can go online and order, and they'll deliver it. But they're so close that we just go and either get a beer and sit on the patio and have a beer, or just get some takeout. So it's nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. I happen to live in the part of Phoenix that is just getting there. Right, we're getting developed. So there's an incredible amount of breweries in Phoenix. I just live in the part of Phoenix that, I mean, hell, we just got a freeway in this part of, we got a highway in this part of where I live. So we're of that undeveloped farmland part of Phoenix that is just now getting built up.
Mm-hmm.
A very high demand. I don't. There's not a day that goes by someone's not trying to buy my house out from under me. It's a very high demand area because I'm not far from downtown, but it's farmland here still. I live near a dairy. I can get fresh meat. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can literally get all the other things you guys are talking about within 2 miles of my house. If I want fresh pork, I can get it. If I want fresh beef, I can get it.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
If fresh milk, the dairies.
It's just the fresh beer that's a little bit of a challenge.
Fresh beer part I can't get. That drives me insane. Yes, everything else though, honestly, I can honestly get, which is all the other stuff we live on, right?
So I need to move out there and open up a brewery so Joe can get fresh beer.
Whoever is the first one to open a brewery in my part of town, it's over. It's over. I mean, it's over. You know,
I would think that would be the next thing. I mean, because you live in a fairly decent development, there's a fair amount of houses. People don't want to go far for that kind of stuff.
No, and that's just it. Like I don't, you know, I can get good food in my area. I can get good everything else. But if I want to get a fresh beer, I've got to leave my 3 mile comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got to leave that comfort zone, and we're not getting younger, kids. So the the older you get, the less willing you are to travel out from sitting on my behind to venturing out. I'm like, you know. But as Mark knows, I've got some fantastic beer stores in the greater Phoenix area. Absolutely.
Yeah. You have to drive a ways to get it and get through traffic and all that. Yeah.
But I can get to some beer places that will blow your mind. It's just absolutely. You don't have enough money. I promise you. Well, maybe you do. Good for you. But I mean, we all have a big credit card. But I mean, come on. Are you willing to pay that much for? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's. But to have a brewery that will send you beer is, oh my God, I can't even. So because I'm trying to picture myself, if I ordered beer and it came to me in cases, boxes, however it got there, I would have to crack one open immediately. I mean immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know what would come first. I picture this beer being left on my porch and me going to said porch and seeing beer. I don't know if I would just bring the opener with me and just crack it open right there and pour one, drink it first, or bring it in the house. I mean, that's how what do you do? What's your procedure, Neri, for when you get a beer shipment? Well, you're so used to it. I mean, what's your procedure? Does it even make it in the fridge before you're pouring one in a glass?
When I order it in the summer, then I put it in the fridge for 50 minutes. But when I order it in the winter, when I order something like a Rochefort or something like that, you can order that as well. But when I order from this brewery that I talked about, they have this barley wine. And I can open it immediately. So.
Oh yeah, barley wine. Oh my God, yes. Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's perfect. That's perfect at 65, 70 degrees. Yeah, perfect temperature. Yeah.
But it's difficult to pronounce it in English because it's Puyk. I don't know if I'm spelling it right. So, but it's a little brewery. They make fantastic beers. They have like 12 or 15 kinds of beers, and it's in Holland they're very known. So Pu, am I spelling it right? P-U?
Yeah.
YK.
I've tried looking it up and I can't find it on my Google. At least.
PUYK and then brewery.
Yeah, I've done that. I'm doing Holland after it and before it.
Apeldoorn, AP Apeldoorn, AP EL. You have to look it up.
Rare bird in the Netherlands.
You have to see it because their bottles and their logos and on the bottles are really great.
Yeah, I bet they are. Let me get to some of these comments. I haven't covered the comments in a long time. Let me mix it up here by getting to some of the comments. I'll start with Chad here. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper with lime, which is good. You get Dr. Pepper over there as far as soft drinks, Neri?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too?
Yeah, you get Dr. Pepper, right?
Yeah.
There's Craig. Hey, at Big Bear 2G19. I got about 8 bottles of different tequilas.
Ooh, Chad. Party at Chad's house.
Well, Chad works at a grocery store.
Yeah.
So that's got to be part of it. And when you work at a place that has a lot of alcohol, I was just at the grocery store twice this week, and some fantastic sales on spirits right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fantastic sales. A lot of spirits. You consuming a lot of spirits these days, Neri?
Yeah, I'm having some spirits, but not that much. No.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
No, only beer.
Only beer. Okay, stay at home, but still sticking with beer. I think Mark has too. You've been doing a little more wines.
I've been doing some wine over the holidays, but now we're back to mostly beer with a little bit of bourbon or whiskey, and that's usually just me. The boss would rather just drink wine or beer. So
yeah, whiskey also. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit for sipping, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Late night music listening with a little bit of whiskey in the glass. Yeah.
And not to get too TMI, but I quite frankly sometimes just get tired of going to the bathroom so damn much when
that's true. Yeah.
Beer. Quite frankly, I mean, honestly, that's and so I'll switch to whatever kind of whiskey with Coke or vodka and whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I've been sucking down some vodka pretty good.
Costco vodka?
No. I don't really go to Costco that much.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't go much anymore.
But no, it's been Seagram's vodka lately.
Okay. Yep.
I have a humongous bottle of that. I have that. What is it? That 1.78 liter.
Okay. Yeah, the big bottle. Yeah.
Big bottle of vodka, Seagram's vodka, stuff, and then the good stuff. I have your regular fifths, vodka, good stuff. I mean, what does that really mean with vodka, right?
Yeah. A good vodka should taste like nothing.
Like nothing, and that's why they tell you don't spend a lot of money on vodka because it should taste like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But
smooth and no flavor. Yeah.
The thing with the clear, in your darker spirits are getting to be the same way. The thing with the clear spirits, it seems to be mostly in the clear spirits, they're flavored.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm buying a lot of flavored vodkas. Cucumber vodka is one of them. Oh my God, the things you can do with cucumber vodka. Mix it with strawberries and a little mint, a little cilantro. I mean, just to kind of mix things up. Have a couple of beers like these right now. Some of these beers that we've had right now, and then after that, you follow it up the rest of the evening with some good spirits, man. Oh my God, talk about panties melting. But I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, but at the same time, tequilas. I've been having tequilas. Rums. Oh my God, that Kraken rum. Do you get Kraken over there? Rum? Do you have a lot of rum, Neri, at all?
Yes. Yeah. We have, of course, the normal rum, the Jamaica rum.
Yes.
Jamaican
and Puerto Rican, sure.
Yeah, but we also have this. We also have this new rum called Captain Morgan.
Oh, is that new in your area? Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Captain Morgan. All right.
It's new here, but I've known this for a couple of years because I buy the liquor in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
But
do you get spiced rum? That's what a Kraken is, Joe. That's a spiced rum where it's got
rum. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That stuff's good. Man, that can be really, really tasty.
I'm telling you, man. And as much as I drink Diet Coke, I drink a lot. The beverage that I drink the most has got to be Diet Coke. It has to be. I go through so much Diet Coke. It's insane. And so, quite frankly, you know what I'm saying? I'm already drinking Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Rum with it.
That's a perfect mixer with Diet Coke. Yeah.
I mean, it's well, yeah, they don't have peanut butter and jelly in Netherlands, but it's a perfect match. It's like butter and biscuits, for Christ's sake. It's
yeah.
You don't have biscuits in
it's like tuna and pizza. It's a perfect match.
What?
It's like tuna and pizza.
It's like tuna and pizza.
Tuna and pizza, yes. Oh man.
A perfect match.
Oh man.
It's a match made in heaven.
Tuna pizza, yes.
So I take it you no longer have this anymore. Is that the head shake right there? Is that
No. We still have it. We still have it.
Yeah. I remember that was a few years ago where you were out in the backyard in the garden and you had tuna pizza.
Yeah.
It's freshly delivered too and everything.
We still have it. We still order it. So yeah.
Yeah, tuna. You cannot. It is against the law here to get tuna on pizza. You can't get it anywhere. I don't give a damn how fancy a pizza place you go to. You will not see tuna as an option. You'll see pineapple, but not tuna.
It's strange because they have it here. They have it in Germany.
Country.
They have it
Kind
here.
of like
They have
Australia. Australia's an anti-peanut butter country, quite frankly. I remember that from Olivia Newton-John back in the day, saying she didn't like peanut butter. She said Australians don't like peanut butter.
She's old.
It's old.
She's old, man.
But it is. Coke, rum and Coke. I don't know what better match is there with the spirit than rum and Coke.
I used to drink so many of those.
It's
back when I was able to drink so many of those. I used to drink so many of those.
I still do. I have to admit. That
is a good mix. That is a good combination, though.
I drink a lot of Diet Coke. I do. I like Diet Coke. I do.
Mm-hmm.
And so to have rum, and I like to mix up my rum. I do. I'll have Captain Morgan. I'll have the Kraken. I'll have some other fancier rums. I avoided that one out, but I did have some rum from a friend of mine had went a couple years ago and brought some rum back from Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
That was, oh my God, fantastic. And I tried to stretch that out as far as I could, but you can only stretch so
You're pouring another glass. I got to stretch this out. I got to wait. I'll pour a little more.
It goes from I have to stretch this out to how can I order this online?
I'm gonna get more. I need more.
I need this delivered in like 2 hours, please. Stat. But no, so rum, vodka, whiskey, bourbon, those are the things that tequilas, light tequila and dark tequila, More light tequila than dark tequila, though, I have to admit. But yeah, I do keep those in the house. Those are in my house right now.
Everyone is drinking this rum here.
What is that?
Havana Club, huh? Cuban rum, supposedly.
Oh yeah, okay, Cuban rum, yeah,
And it's good. It's okay.
yeah.
Everyone is mixing it or drinking it pure, but yeah.
So Stoney says, bamboo rum is great. Also, frog gin. You know what? He's not the only one to bring up gin. I brought up spirits at work as well, and I remember someone at work mentioning to me that they like gin. And they drink a lot of gin. God, I am not. I don't like that flavor. I have to admit, I'm not a big.
The gin has what is it? Juniper berries? Is that what it is that gives it the flavor? Yeah, and that's one of those things that you either like or don't like. Yeah.
No bueno. Yeah.
No, it's gin. Isn't it dry or?
It can be. Yeah, a lot of gin is dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have like extra dry. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, not for me. No.
I will drink gin and tonics, but I prefer vodka tonics over.
Ooh. So Adam's familiar with it. Kraken rum with vanilla Coke Zero.
There you go. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Ooh, this sounds good too. Stoney says, I like Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Interesting. Peanut butter's going a long way these days, isn't it? It's really, yeah. And Adam says they get Kraken there, so obviously because he suggested a few things. Kraken is some. It's I told it to Mark, and Mark got at least one bottle, and liked it. For being a bigger spirit, I don't know, what would you call them? They're not a craft spirit, I wouldn't think. They're too big for that. Or they're marketed by a big company. They would have to be the equivalent of big beer of or part of big. I would think they're kind of like a Pabst of the spirit world, right? Like, in other words, like Pabst is kind of that, used to be that smaller big brewery, kind of like a Shiner.
Yeah.
Does things in a big beer way, but a smaller brewery, but now they're bought up by big beer. And so they're made by big beer, but they're still that charming little, what Mark knows, I refer to Pabst as that memory beer. That like,
I remember as being a kid or younger, back when you used to drink before you were legal to drink. You used to drink Pabst.
Or your dad drank it,
your dad drank it, or uncle or whatever. Yeah.
And so you have all these memories of someone that you knew growing up drinking it. And to me, that I think of Kraken as in that same vein. They haven't been around that long, but they're made by, I don't know, the big spirits world.
Yeah, probably, big distiller. I don't know. Yeah, spirits are kind of weird. You've got like a bazillion different names, but they're all done by one distiller. And then they just do a little different recipe and put it under a different, they put a different label on it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Neil. Neil is in the house. Neil Long from Liverpool. Is that, aren't you in? Neil's in Liverpool, home of the Beatles.
Home of the Beatles, yes.
I always give props to Neil because he is from the hometown of the Beatles. So,
is he really? I thought he was.
And he is a huge blues and funk fan, music fan.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Liverpool. There we go. Got it.
And Bobo's in the house.
Uh-oh. Better shut the show down.
There it goes. Absolutely. So Bobo says in pubs before lockdown, they were not selling alcohol in pubs. I used to sneak in my own beer and drink it. I like to drink alcohol with my meal. I don't know how. I don't know to trust Bobo at any of that, but
Apparently, he's in your house right now. Probably. Yeah.
He's back there somewhere. He might be in the backyard at this point.
Yeah, on your trampoline.
Yeah, on the trampoline. That's right. Foamy Head. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now having a space pizza beer from Martin House Brewing. So they have a beer called Space Pizza, apparently.
Huh.
Oh, something special.
Old Roan. Yep, you guys are. I don't know where Old Roan is, but I'm assuming that's close to Liverpool. So.
And then I would break lockdown to have fun with a girl on Jody's trampoline. Jody's trampoline is not a virgin anymore. No, it hasn't been for a while because Bobo's been on it.
Yeah, Bobo's been on it. Yeah.
Bobo he broke that sucker in, man.
Yeah.
And Neri, in case you were wondering, I think there's a trampoline back there, and if there is, I ain't going back there to find out.
Yeah. Apparently Bobo's on it all the time.
Yeah, Bobo is on it all the time, and I don't want to know what happens out there. So I don't go out there because it's scary, you know. The things that have been reported that have happened out there are pretty intimidating.
Yeah, in your own backyard, and you don't even know it.
In my own backyard, I don't even know it because I don't go out there. Neri, I want to share this with you. Why? Because you're an old guy and you'll remember this stuff. So do you remember these, Neri? This looks like a record, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You remember this? This is Harlem Nights, a movie. You might or might not remember this movie. But
I've not seen the movie, but I know the...
You know, is it a record?
No, but I've seen...
You remember the format. See? Look. Is this memory lane for you? Do you remember this?
Plastic.
No.
Oh, that's like a silver disc. That's cool, Joe.
So this is a laser disc. Do you remember laser?
Oh, it's a laser disc. Look at that.
It's a big CD, man.
It is.
It's a giant CD. Yeah.
CD XL.
This is Harlem Nights, the movie.
Oh.
It is on Laserdisc. So as you can see, just like a record, you have side one.
Yep.
And you had to flip it over, and this is side two.
Now, Joe, do you have a Laserdisc player?
I do.
Okay, well, that's your objective today is to play Harlem Nights on your Laserdisc player.
And this is the funny thing because these Laserdiscs came in good liners.
Yeah, just like a good album would come in, yeah.
And I don't know why records didn't come in good liners. They apparently could do it. They just never did.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually the way I bought it. This is no different.
Like in 1990.
Exactly like 1990. Exactly.
Yeah. I
still own a Laserdisc player, and I still own the original Laserdiscs, some of which I bought while I was still stationed in Germany. A lot of them I bought when I returned to America, but Laserdiscs were still a thing. I still have plenty of these, and as you can see, you get the rundown on the movie on the back.
Is it with it's with Eddie Murphy and
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, yes.
And Red Fox was in this.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a solid movie. I didn't mean to make it a reference on the movie. You can actually see Red Fox, Richard Pryor, and Eddie Murphy right there on the back.
Oh.
But I just meant to show you the format.
Yeah.
The old Laserdiscs. And that's the Laserdisc, man. For kids, for those of you that were born even if you were born in the 80s, you might not remember the Laserdisc.
No. They were pretty much gone by about 95 when DVDs came out. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, DVDs were already out.
Yeah.
Discs were already. I mean, as soon as DVDs hit, I think DVDs hit kind of 93-ish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that was the end. That was the beginning of the end of.
Yeah. No, I worked in an appliance store in like 90, 91, 90, like 90 through 94. And we sold a ton of Laserdisc players and big screen TVs, the big projector screen TVs.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And you could make so much money if you sold the extended warranty on them. If you sell like a big screen TV for $3,000, you'd make like $150 on that. But if you sold the extended warranty for $500, you'd make $350 on the $500 warranty.
Wow.
So you could, which shows you how much of a bogus deal the extended warranties were.
I'd never buy them. Neil Long remembers Philips or Pioneer. I have a Pioneer.
Yeah.
I do have a Pioneer. If it wasn't so buried right now, I'd whip out that old Pioneer. The cool thing about Laserdisc, and I don't have any of those other ones, but I used to have some 3-inch Laserdiscs. I used to have some of the 3-inch. My player will play anything from a 3-inch disc to these big 12 inches. It would play them all. So it'd play 3s, 5s, which were the same size as a 45 record.
Yep.
3s, 5s, 7s, 10s, and 12s.
Yeah.
If I remember right. I haven't looked at it in a long time. But the tray whips out. Mine doesn't have audio reverse. So you had to actually physically flip.
Okay. So it doesn't read on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, Bobo says I used to have a Laserdisc.
Yeah.
Old school.
I don't know what to believe from Bobo.
I think maybe he was born after the Laserdisc, but I'm just guessing. Oh, okay. Born in 86. Okay.
Okay, 86. That would still be too young to have.
5, yeah.
But am I the oldest one here, or?
No, Mark is, I think.
I'm
think
56.
me and you are closer in age than Mark is, yeah.
I have my birthday 51 next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm the youngest. So I'm the youngest by a few months.
Yeah. And I'm the oldest by like 5 years. So you kids settle down. I don't want any of this stuff going on here.
Me and you, Neri, would be Mark's brother's age, actually.
Yeah. My brother is same age as you guys. Yeah.
I'm from 26th February. So
okay.
Oh, 26th. Okay. Now my mom's the 20th, and my sister's the 16th of February. Yeah.
Okay.
So February is a big month. By the way, for those that don't know and are, Bobo says that I tap dance.
Well,
Fact Jody tap dances.
Who doesn't?
Well, give me a break when you're listening to as much music as I do. If you don't do some sort of dancing while you're alone, now see, Bobo's here, so he sees it.
Yeah.
But, I'm thinking nobody's watching, and so tap dancing. Why not? I remember those old tap dancing films.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I don't know. Is that young enough or old enough to remember the old like Sammy Davis tap dancing and all that sort of thing? But yeah, we are of Mark's brother's age, and so that would. Oh, Boba says his birthday is the 21st of September.
So Mark's really old then.
I am really old. Yeah.
Okay.
But the boss says I act like a 2-year-old quite a bit, so I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. So it fits right in other words.
Yeah.
Neri, are you a vinyl collector at all? Do you collect records, actual hi-fi records?
No, I did, but I sold them. I sold it all, and I gave it away, and now I'm all my music is in the cloud now. So
okay, yeah. Like most people,
streamer, yeah.
That's the way most people are.
I have some CDs, but maybe 25, 30 CDs, but that's all.
That's still pretty good. Yeah, that's it. How so when you listen to music, how do you sit down and enjoy it? I mean, how do you
I'm enjoying it with my new headphone. I have
Oh,
this,
okay.
how do you say that? This noise canceling thing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I bought this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the JBL. I looked at those.
Yeah.
I did look at those. Yeah.
It was cheap and it's okay for me. So
That's good. Yeah.
I like to sit on my own and listen to some music, but all kinds of music. So
So are you streaming or do you have your own server and you listen to them on your own private server?
both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what streaming service do you use?
Mostly Spotify.
Okay. All right. And so when you're streaming off your private server, is that MP3 files you're streaming or is that FLAC files?
FLAC.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
So is that CD quality or is that above CD quality?
I'm not sure because a friend of mine told me, okay, you should use FLAC files.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay. And it's, but I have to be honest. I can hear the difference between an MP3 or FLAC file.
Mhm.
And
But most of the time, I like a little bit of music, and I'm not really a hi-fi
person, right?
No.
Sure. That's understandable. Most people ain't. You're just in the room with two snobs, so it's just two people that happen to be a little. But at the same time, it's like beer. I mean, you saw me, Neri. I was having a Miller Lite before I started having all these, and I'll probably go back to Miller Lite after this. Like it's, you can only drink so many of these big, what I call full flavored beers, and then you just kind of want something you don't have to think about after that,
Yeah.
And music's that way as well. I mean, I have these stupid Amazon speakers all over my house, in every room of the house, and it is way too convenient. They're what I listen to most of the time, and it's way too convenient to just say the A word and have her play me some music.
Yeah.
And it comes out and it's just fine, But I do have my moments where I'm fortunate enough where I have 3 different systems in my house, and when I want to hear a particular sound, I can go in one room, and if I want to hear another particular sound, I can go in another room, and if I want to hear another sound, I can go in another room.
Yeah.
Ranging from, I have a very old tube vacuum system, and I can go in one room to listen to that. Where I have one amp in there that puts out 6 watts per channel, very, very low, wattage, and another tube amp in there that puts out 8 watts per channel, and those put out particular sounds, right? And it's fun to listen to that. And then I can go in another room and listen to Solid State. Puts out plenty of power, lots of power in there, big speakers and all that sort of thing, and get a whole different sound. Or I have my other room, which is kind of the main room, and you have your home theater and all that other junk in there. You have your subs and all that sort of surround sound stuff happening there, and get a whole different sound. And that all that stuff is fun. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun. It's all what you enjoy. It's just like beer.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I bought a Sonos system, and the Sonos system is okay for us. But I've heard some other brands, and they are better. But yeah, you have to listen to music a lot to hear the difference.
Yeah, and you have to really love it to start spending Sonos kind of money, right?
Yeah.
The Sonos Faber, the Italian speakers, or is it the Sonos wireless company? There's 2 of them.
I have the Sonos. No, here it's different. In Holland, we can We have the Sonos system. You can use it wireless, but you can also use it
Yeah. So that's a different.
wired.
That's a different company. There's two that go by Sonos, but you have Sonos Faber, which are an Italian speaker maker, which is great money. And then you have Sonos, that's a wireless company. They make some great stuff too. Don't get me wrong; their speakers really sound good. I've seen them, but they're more focused on the wireless. And the other part is strictly hi-fi, and it's really high end, thousands of dollars, and an amount of. Neri, you do not plan on spending $16,000 on audio. I promise you. Your speakers did not cost that much, did they?
No, not at all.
Okay, so they're not. You know the difference. If you're spending that kind of money, you know the difference, and that's Sonos Fabric.
Yeah.
Sonos Fabric. They're beautiful speakers. Now they do have some lower end stuff, but even their lower end stuff is still costing $3,000 to $4,000.
Yeah.
And that's what they consider low end.
Man.
Yeah. So if you've got Sonos in your house, trust me, for Wi-Fi gear, it's fantastic. It really does a good job. Trust me, it's not any sort of anything bad on Sonos as a company. But there's the other Sonos company that is an Italian company that makes speakers that is pretty doggone good. They are. If you hear them, you there's no question there's a difference. Absolutely, there is no question, my friend. Yeah, because if you're the type of person that can afford, $5,000 to $10,000 to $16,000, even $25,000 speakers, you've got the gear to push that. You know what I'm saying? So it's when you hear these $500,000 systems, you're like, okay, I get it. All right, I get it. It's the difference, but at the same time, like I talked to Mark, it's the difference between, some of these high performance, $50,000 cars that we can kind of afford. They're still aspirational. We have to save a few pennies to get to them. But you 50, 60, 70, even $80,000 cars that are high performance, they go fast, and they work good for us. Versus some of these $250,000 to $1 million cars that go, increments faster. You might get a car that can go at anywhere from $50,000 to $80,000 that can go 3 seconds. And
you get a Subaru, but I'm just saying.
Or you can get a Subaru that goes about 5 seconds, and tote your dogs around as well.
That's right. Yeah.
And you can put bumper stickers on it that go, hey, my kid is better than yours, and that's there's a value to all these things.
Yeah, true.
My cat's smarter than your 5-year-old.
Yeah. My cat is better. My cat eats better than you do. Yeah. That's what you put on.
He's better than we do, that's for sure.
Yeah. My cats eat better than I do. Like that's what
Our cats do.
Well, see, there you go. You and Mark have something in common right there. Yeah, see, both your cats eat better than both you guys do. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
We have 2 cats. They sleep better. They eat better.
Yeah, tell me about it, Neri.
Do your cats have sleep number beds, Neri? Do they have their own sleep number?
No, they're sleeping wherever they want. And it's like, we got them from the, what's that called?
The shelter?
Yeah, the shelter, yes.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them.
See, Bobo says, I've had fun in the back of Jody's car.
I had fun in the back of Jody's car.
There's plenty of room to have fun back there because I drive a pickup truck. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want back there. I mean, the world is your oyster back there.
The world is your oyster, yes.
And Chad says I got cassette tapes and still got my MC Hammer. Can't touch this.
Yes, yes.
I actually have a. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see from time to time I still post my cassette tapes. I still buy cassettes. I buy brand new cassettes. Mark knows that. That's the small analog differentiator between me and Mark. I still buy cassettes.
But are you on Instagram, Joe?
I am. You bet. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Jody Photography on Instagram. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And you can see I post a lot of coffee on there. I'm a real coffee snob. I am a coffee snob. Love coffee. Absolutely love coffee. And I post a lot of my vinyl on there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of analog. And then I will occasionally post when I'm playing cassettes on there. I'll post some of my cassette hauls on there when I go buy new cassettes. If you love vinyl, if you're getting into analog again and you love vinyl, I say if you still, I still happen to have, just like I have my Laserdisc player, I still have my cassette player from back then, which is fantastic. I never sold it. I've had it for 30 years, over 30 years at this point. And the good thing about it is it still has all the Dolby license. It still has all the Dolby noise reductions from back then. At that time, it was the top of the line. It was one of the top of the lines that Pioneer made. And so I still have it. So, and records, unlike records are going through the roof these days. I just bought my most expensive record that I have to date. I just posted that on Instagram yesterday. I just played it yesterday. Sounds phenomenal.
I see it here.
Do you see it?
No, I see the Wanderlust.
Oh, the Wanderlust. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's me. Yep, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, that's me. But if you're getting into vinyl, to me, the natural progression is to get back into cassettes. There's so many different types of tapes.
Mm-hmm.
You can get recordings on some of the top of the line tape. And when you mix that with the noise reduction, I'm telling you, it rivals everything you're getting out of vinyl. It's insane without having have all the issues you have with the vinyl. It's pretty spectacular. When you replay these cassettes and you hear that quality, you're like, that is incredible. Like I just don't remember cassette sounding this good.
Yeah. Now, which one? You have a Pioneer. Do you remember which model number you have?
I'd have to look at it.
Okay.
I don't. No, I don't.
Because I just looked as you were talking for the Nakamichi Dragon cassette deck. Those are selling for like $3,000 on eBay.
Are they really?
And I'm like, no, thanks.
Yeah, no. It might be the reel to reel at this point. Yes,
Guys,
yes.
guys.
Oh my God, that pizza's phenomenal.
I have to go. Everyone is going to bed here. I have to go to bed too.
All right.
Go to bed? It's early to go to bed, isn't it?
It's around 10 here but we have to go up early tomorrow. So
okay.
I have to.
Okay, we'll see you, brother. You peace out, man.
Take care.
See you next time, guys.
All right.
Friday. The next 2 Fridays, we have 2 more shows. Friday.
Oh, better, even better. I will be there.
Okay, man.
All right. See you then,
brother.
Okay,
right.
Guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Oh, always good to have Neri.
Yeah,
He's God.
One of the old school Friday show guys.
Old school.
That was like 5 years ago almost.
That we started
those back in, I think it was like the summer of 2016. I think
it might have been right after I bought this house.
Yeah, because it was the summer. That was the summer after I left my corporate cubicle job and started doing stuff on my own.
That's right.
So I had time to do stuff on Friday afternoons, which would be like, yeah.
I remember talking with you about that a bunch. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that was a big move, man. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
great.
that was almost 5 years ago. That was like March. So it's coming up on 5 years. Yeah, so I think that was the first round of Friday shows was like April or May. We started those in 2016. So.
Yeah, and you had some time in those days because you were still transitioning and trying to figure out your schedule and how it was all going to come together.
Yep.
And, man, yeah, wow, fantastic memories, man. Yeah, I forgot all
about it. Man. That's for sure.
There was so much going on in those days, and I tell people, you know what, man, like I was going through so much personally in those days. Still am. I have issues all the time. What are you kidding me? I could be committed to a hospital somewhere. But it's fantastic, man, because Mark's made a lot of changes in his life as well. We are all just, cogs in this big thing here. We're all just characters that people tune in to watch. Yeah. And hopefully someone relates to each one of us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've always said here. It's the beauty of this sort of thing. They don't tune in to just watch me. They tune in to watch Mark, obviously, because they're still asking about, hey, Mark, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I remember when you used to do your beer reviews. Where was all this audience back then?
Yeah, come on. Where was it in 2011? Back in the old days.
Where was all this audience back then? Pounding down the doors saying, hey, give me back Mark. Give me back Mark.
Like Neil says, I've been following you guys from the virtually day one. Yep, Neil is a long-time supporter.
Long time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very long time. Yeah. We get some people popping up all the time, man. He also had a comment here. Even the cheapest of turntables had excellent soundstage and warm smoothness. Yeah. You're finding that out.
Choir here, Neil. You're preaching.
Yeah, I would. The problem is there's so many hours in a day. There's only so many days in the week.
Yep.
I still need to have a life. I mean, that's
a lot of money in the bank account too, and you can only do so much. Yeah,
I can only commit so much money to doing shows because I would love to have an audio show. There's photography is a passion of mine as well, but that passion with pandemic has been dwindling. I have to admit that passion is taking way to another passion that I have. And I think we've all found other things about us during this pandemic that have come out. I like shooting people, as you can see behind me. I have a lot of beautiful ladies behind me that I've been fortunate to work with, and it's great. But guess what? Any of these beautiful ladies can give me a virus that kills me.
Yeah.
Right? Like it just doesn't matter. And that's the problem with what I like to do. I like to personally shoot people.
Yeah.
Well, people can kill you nowadays. Not only can they have always killed you, but now just being in their presence can kill you. So that's changed my photography completely. As opposed to someone like yourself that's kind of always shot, in landscapes and so forth.
Landscapes or city or that type of stuff. Yeah.
But even still, like when you're in a time when just it's the safest thing to do is just stay indoors, stay to yourself. That's what we're concentrated on, and so even landscapes and getting out can take a second hand to other things, and so.
Oh yeah, no.
You're forced to. I've had this kind of interest in hi-fi, always have. Didn't quite understand it in my younger days. Now that I'm getting more of an understanding, I'm in a part of my life when my kids are grown and they're out and they're living their own lives. I have grandchildren now, and those kids are fantastic. I do okay for myself. I have a few bucks to spend here and there if I want. It's not killing me, and so you're getting back into hi-fi again, and it's fantastic. And then a pandemic just brings that out even more.
Yeah.
Like, well, I need to stay home. I need to stay safe, be away from people. What's better than music?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The only thing that's better than music is a huge bank account to buy all the music you want to buy.
Well, actually, and me and you have been fortunate enough to be in the presence of people that they got it like that. I mean, they could literally buy whatever the hell they want. But part of it is just the journey of getting it. It's the journey. It's the even if you have lots of money, you will find. I don't care if you won that gigantic Powerball or whatever in the hell lottery there is out there right now. What is it? Third largest or whatever it is in America.
Yeah.
Even if you won that tomorrow, okay, instantly your bank account is jumped by leaps and bounds. You've got $600 million in the bank. You are still going to find something that challenges you. Still going to find something. Okay, you're going to buy a bunch of things. You're going to buy a bunch of things. None of that is going to satisfy you like something will that you have to wait for.
Mm-hmm.
There's that journey. There's that want to have it, that in that journey of it. And that's part of it, man.
It definitely is figuring out what you want and then finding a way to get to that point eventually, and taking. And so I'd almost, well, no, I wouldn't turn down $600 million, but
no.
Almost more fun to a certain extent to know that, hey, that's something I want to strive for, but I could buy it, but then I'd have to sell my house. So I'm not going to buy it now, but I'm going to save for it and try to get to that point eventually. And it might take me years to do that, so because then that forces you to really, research and pay attention to what you like, what you don't like, and kind of zero in. So that's why, you always start, like you and I, we've gone through, well, we're going to do our amplifiers. Oh, now we got to do turntables. And there's always something that you can upgrade or change or make better. So it's about, the reality is you don't have an unlimited amount of money to throw at this thing. So you just got to balance it out based on what's important to you at that particular time. So do I buy more records? Do I buy all these new pre-orders that are coming out? Or do I take that money and put it towards a new phono preamp that I want to buy in 6 months, or the new amplifier, or do I want to save for new speakers? Yeah.
Well, and even if you do have the $600 million and you can just buy all the equipment you want right now, you can right now buy the best turntable money can buy. You want to buy the best preamp money can buy. You want to buy the best tube amps or whatever you're into. You can buy all the equipment because you've got unlimited resources. Oh, that's fine. What's great for a cat like me and Mark with our meager budgets, what's great is that at the end of the day, you with all your money and us with all our less money, with our meager budgets, no matter what your budget, we're all waiting on the same release, and you have the same chance at that next record as anybody.
Yeah.
And if you don't get on there to get that record, then that's it. And that's the great equalizer is the media itself.
Yep.
We're all fighting for the same record release at the same time. And you can have $1 million system. It's all for naught if you've got some budget pressing.
Yeah.
On some cheap record, and you don't want it, and neither do we. You know what I'm saying? We all want the same pressing because that pressing on your system is going to be insane.
Yeah.
Now that pressing on our systems is we're going to appreciate it too, but not like you would on yours. That is good. But all the system part being without, it's the having the record.
Yeah.
And the record is the hard thing to get. I was just trying to get a record that was released yesterday.
Yeah.
Only 1,000 of them made. There was only, and they're not even made yet. It's a pre-order, for Christ's sake.
Yep.
Only going to be 1,000 of this record in this particular pressing made.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out like that, and the price ain't cheap. Sold out like that. There's such an appetite for this stuff.
Yep.
And that's people that have a lot of money and people that don't.
Yep.
All fighting for the same media, and that's the beauty of this hobby.
Okay, so Neil says you guys need to try BB King's live at Cook County Jail on vinyl. So I've heard that before. I don't have it on CD, but I'm on Discogs right now, so I'm gonna show you this.
Yeah, share that.
Because I went to Discogs, which is obviously the everything that if it exists, it's on Discogs.
And on a side note, Mark, I'm gonna start spending the time to put my library on Discogs.
Yes, you need to do that.
I need.
Yeah, because you only got like 12 or 13 and I know you got a lot more than 13 records. So here you go, Neil. Are you able to see the live stream? Okay. So it looks like this is vinyl, US dollars, near mint or mint. So not quite mint, but pretty good, which is I found from buying stuff from Discogs, you want at least near mint or mint to get, just good. So it's not too bad. I mean, it looks like 14, there's a couple, $15 plus shipping, $25 plus ship, different pressings and stuff. But not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all.
I mean, the original album was released in 1971, and it looks like the last year was like 2015 for like a reissue or that type of thing. So yeah, I might thank you for that, Neil. I'm gonna do a little research on that and see what I can get, because I gotta get more batteries.
Yeah, because as you know, I just got that Miles Davis, and that is I'm telling you.
Yeah. I was listening to that last night on just on Tidal, and it was good. It was really good.
Point. Yeah, I just got a copy of Miles Davis Tribute to Jack Johnson, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
You've literally got two songs on that record. There's one song on one side and the other song on the other. And it's kind of rock and roll. It's kind of rock meets jazz.
It's like funk and blues and jazz combined. Yeah.
Just this big mix of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's what's even better about it. And it really tests your system. It really tests it. There's all these ups and downs of sounds and these different sounds through each song. It's phenomenal. It really is.
Yeah, no, that's a very good album. There we go. My wireless mouse, you got batteries in it, and it just died on me. But there's so much good stuff.
This one here is the Apple mouse.
You charge it with USB?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is. But it does.
Amazon Basics wireless mouse.
Tell you the truth, I'd rather the old Magic Mouse had batteries, and I say I have that version.
Yeah.
And sometimes I switch to it because I'd rather be able to change the batteries. Like if it runs out, I'd rather just be able to change the batteries.
Yeah.
This thing, you have to sit and charge it. I have to remember to charge it. So where's my battery level right now? That email.
Yeah, see,
I'm
that's
22% right now. Yeah, so I mean,
you probably got to recharge it before tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, after this show, it'll be fine for the show, but I'll have to recharge it after that.
Yeah.
He also says, I remember Jody smashing a bottle of Hobgoblin Ruby Ale in about 3 seconds many years ago. I remember that. I was so happy to get a bottle of Hobgoblin. And, I never paid much attention to how fast I would drink stuff. I just would drink it. I mean, I don't know. It was just normal to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, I do what I did, and I remember people like talking to me. I mean, hell, they're still talking to me. I mean, he just did right. I mean, people will talk to me about how fast I drink beer, and it's become a thing. And I don't know what, I don't change the way I drink. It's the way I drink. Mark, maybe we've actually had physical beers together, and what do you do? You know what I'm saying? You get a fresh beer. You're at a pub. You get a fresh beer at a pour. What do you sit there? I am one of those cats that would order 2 beers right off the bat, right? If it's the first, okay, we're just getting in from something. Let's say we've been walking around all day. I would order 2. Because the first one's going to crunch. I need to just get one in me. And then the second one's what's going to quench my thirst. Like that's the type of drinker I am. I'm gonna kill that first one. Forget about it. And that's just going to be it. As soon as you can open it and pour it, it's going to be a memory.
Yeah.
That thing is going to be gone. It's the second beer we're focused on.
Yeah.
And oh, don't tell me that. Bobo says, I like when Jody burps.
You're just an enabler, Bobo. That's all.
That's all that is. Yeah. I mean, Bobo, I like Bobo. I gotta keep Bobo around. I gotta keep him in the backyard. He's yeah. Yeah. That's it's Mark knows how this is. And what's dangerous is to have a good friend like Mark that is into the same damn hobby you are. We're both photographers. We get into that. He knows how much money I've spent on photography. It's ridiculous. And then when you start really getting into it, and then you start getting published and all these sorts of things, and then your name starts getting out there, and you start getting, in my case, you start getting other models reaching out to you that are a little famous on one level or another, and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. It is so intoxicating and so much fun that you can really get wrapped up in that. And boy, the pandemic really changes things.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Just like
a little virus just kind of changes things.
It changes things, doesn't
Can't
it?
even see it.
It's interesting. But in the meantime, though, you've had these other little interests. Those interests start coming out in the pandemic. But pre-pandemic, though, I was already getting into hi-fi.
Yeah.
What was it, Mark? 2 years ago? Yeah, it was.
Was it 2018? We went to the Rocky Mountain one, which was down in the south part of that, and in 2019 we went to the new location up there by the airport.
Yeah.
And then last year's was canceled, obviously. So. Yeah, so we have 2 years to kind of get totally into the whole audiophile.
And I remember being at that 2018. I remember being there, and over and over and over again, I told you, I can't ever see having physical media. This is ridiculous. Why the hell would I ever have physical media?
That's what the boss was saying last night when you were talking about listening. She goes, I remember when Joe said he would never buy a record. I'm like, yeah, look how much changes in a couple of years.
Even when I bought my first record player, I was like, okay. I bought the first record player and I ordered a couple records. And I was like, this is it. I can't see having more than 20 records. I mean, I can't ever see that. I mean, that's
crazy talk.
That is crazy talk. You're out of your mind.
Yeah.
And it just, I mean, it takes all. I buy records I really could care less about. But quite frankly, I mean, I do. I just, it becomes an obsession, if you will. It becomes like you're always on. It's this affordable thing. It's a lot like beer. There's beers that I'm dying to get, and then when I finally get my hands on them and drink, I'm like, this kind of sucks. Or this wasn't that great. But it's that journey of getting to that beer and getting that beer, and then you have it, and you're like, wow, it's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
music's the same way. Some of these pressings that people swear about, and you get them.
Yeah.
That ain't that great, you know. But it's still with vinyl. It is a little different because it's not just gone with the drink. Like you still have the vinyl, and some people still value that vinyl, and you don't. They sell it and make money. I mean, that's the way it works.
Yeah.
So it's still a tangible, even if it's not a lot of money. Let's say I paid $15 for a record.
Yeah.
Took care of it. Now that record's worth 25 or 30. Well, I'm doubling my money, man. You know, and that's the way it works. Like if I sold that record and you know, I double my money, hey, that's not a bad deal. And someone's still getting a good deal on the record. They like the record. I didn't like the record. I'm just happen to make some money on it. So there's some purchases you make with vinyl, and you're just purely in it for the money, and and that's a lot of people do. A lot of people will have a handful of copies of a particular record purely for making money on it. I mean, they don't less about
I did that. If we ever get the Stevie Ray Vaughan, if that ever shows up, I should get 2 of them. So I did buy 2. So the plan is, of course, if they ever they might never show up, but if they do show up, then I'll have 2. So I'm hoping, Neil, if you want to buy the next one, I'll sell it to you for like $850.
I mean, Bart, it'll be a steal.
It'll be a steal of a deal. So I did buy 2 with the thought being I'll hang on to one, I'll never open it, and we'll just see what happens. You know, if I can, I'll be able to sell it for at least as much as I paid for it at some point. You know, it might not be right away, but maybe it'll go to like $88 million, and then I'll be able to sell it.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. And retire. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. That's the ideal thing. And you know what's scary though is with the appetite for vinyl right now, it seems like that's going to happen sooner than later. I mean,
who knows? Yeah, I mean,
appetite. I mean, it seems to be a buffet.
Yeah,
of an appetite for vinyl right now. The people that are there's people getting into vinyl right now that literally could care less about it. They're purely
it's 100% just to try to make some money at it or whatever.
They're the ones that have the money, and they're like trying to find people that know about this stuff like anything else. And it's obvious. But the on our end, the fantastic thing about it is they are not messing around. They really are making fantastic pressings of this stuff. And they're getting all the who's who of people to remaster these things, and these who's of vinyl these engineers are sought after, and they've got to be doing really well.
Oh yeah,
I mean they've got to be. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, no, you know those guys, like, they charge by the day or whatever. And I was like, yeah, if you want me to remaster this, then you know it's $10,000 or whatever it is. Yeah.
Right now, lawyers got to be like, yo,
yeah,
doing good. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers have even got to be like, yo, like you engineers, you guys are doing pretty good. Like, I mean, it's a good time to be in the vinyl business. It's
It's
gotta be. I mean, there's people like us that are again. There was a record release yesterday. I ain't gonna name it because I don't want you to get it. I mean, I don't want
that thing sold out fast, didn't it?
I didn't even have a chance at it. There was only 1,000 copies of this record worldwide. 1,000. That's beyond nothing. That's beyond nothing. Even getting a chance to spend lots of money on it is a chance at a lottery ticket. I mean, at the winning lottery ticket. And so I'm just finding out about it literally 3 or 4 in the morning this morning, hours after the release, and it's over.
And it's gone. Yeah. There's kind of crazy.
It is way crazy. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. God, Bobo, Neil, Neri.
Yep.
We had Rod J in here. I mean, Chad was in here.
We had Craig in here for a little bit. Craig was in for a bit. So Rod, yeah. So yeah, good show.
Great show for the first Friday share beer of the year. Remember, we have 2 more, and they'll both be at what is that? 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern.
So 1 p.m. Eastern. The next 2 Fridays. The next 2 Fridays that are in January. We'll be here. Look forward to the next one. Absolutely, more people possibly can jump in and chime in. You guys take care, man. Peace out.
Later.